Everyone thought the fawn had been abandoned until it limped out of the forest and collapsed at her feet. People shouted at her to walk away, but the moment the baby pressed its shaking body against her leg, the woods fell silent, and then, without warning, the mother deer stepped out of the shadows, not to attack, but to test the stranger who dared hold her child. No one knew who the woman was, not until the badge on her jacket caught the last ray of sunlight, and the forest realized who had answered the cry. But Erin Hayes stopped mid-step. She froze, one boot still hovering above the earth, her breath caught in her throat. She turned slowly, brows tightening as the sound came again, quiet, trembling, asking for help in a world too loud to hear it. A jogger passed behind her, earbuds in, oblivious. A couple near the side trail glanced once, shrugged, and continued walking. But Erin stepped toward the trees. "Hello," she called softly. "Is someone there?" Silence. Then, another tiny bleat. Her heartbeat quickened. She crouched, scanning through the brush. Something shifted. A small shape. Unsteady. Shaking. Erin's breath hitched. Oh God, that's a fawn. A baby deer, no more than a few days old, stumbled out into the open, legs trembling so violently it looked like they might snap. Its sides heaved with panicked breaths, large eyes filled with confusion and raw fear. Erin slowly extended her hand. Hey, little one, it's okay." But before she could move closer, "Don't touch it," someone yelled. A man in hunting gear stepped out of the brush, scowling. If the mother abandoned it, nature meant it. Leave it. Erin straightened, jaw tightening. It's calling for help. "It's probably sick," the man muttered, "or it's looking for food. People always make things worse." Another woman chimed in. "Dear Wanda, just walk away, miss." But the fawn stumbled toward Erin, as if choosing her, as if her stillness, her voice, her heartbeat was the only safe thing in the entire forest. It pressed itself against her leg, shivering, fragile, desperate. Gasps rippled from the small group that had gathered. A teenager scoffed. "Wow, must be tame. Don't let it follow you home, lady." Erin didn't respond. Her eyes were locked on the fawn's movements. Something was wrong. Terribly wrong. Its back leg dragged. Not limping. Dragging. Completely limp, as if it couldn't feel it at all. Her voice dropped to a whisper. "Your leg. What happened to you?" She knelt, hand steady. And the moment she brushed her fingers near its hind limb, the fawn screamed, a high, piercing cry. The man in hunting gear flinched. "See? It's injured, and you touching it will scare the mother away." Erin shook her head. No mother leaves a fawn this long. And she meant it. Every word, every syllable, because she knew something the crowd didn't. Erin had spent years in forests like these, listening, watching, saving animals most people never even noticed were dying. But no one here knew that. Not yet. The fawn pushed itself deeper into her arms, desperate for warmth and safety. Erin's chest tightened. She gently ran her hand down its spine and froze. There was something around its leg, a thin, cutting pressure beneath the fur. Her voice sharpened. "There's something wrapped around it." The hunter stepped back. "Could be barbed wire. Don't get involved." A teenager added, "If it's stuck, the coyotes will take care of it." Erin's head snapped up, eyes blazing. "Are you listening to yourselves?" The crowd fell silent. Another faint cry came from the fawn, lower now, exhausted. Erin exhaled shakily. "If we wait, this baby won't survive the night." Someone muttered, "Call wildlife services." "They'll take an hour to get here," Erin replied without hesitation. "Maybe more." A boy near the trail laughed nervously. "You're really going to bring that thing home?" Erin didn't answer, because the fawn already made the choice. It leaned into her chest, as if collapsing into the only hope it had left. She lifted it gently, arms steady, movements slow, and the forest seemed to hold its breath. And that's when the first twist hit. Behind them, deep in the woods, twigs snapped, leaves shifted. A low, heavy silence swept through the clearing. Someone whispered, "Was that—" But Erin already knew. She didn't move a muscle, because a full-grown deer, silent as moonlight, fierce as wildfire, was watching them from the shadows. Amber eyes glowed beneath the trees, still, silent, unblinking. The crowd stumbled back, terrified. "Holy, the mother's here. Back up, back up. She'll charge." The hunter swore under his breath. Put the fawn down, slowly. But Erin held her ground, Fawn trembling in her arms. She whispered under her breath, "She didn't abandon you. She was searching for you." The mother deer stepped forward once, twice. Slow, deliberate steps, muscles flexing under her coat. Everyone ran behind Erin, except her, because the mother wasn't looking at the crowd. She was staring at Erin, directly at her, as if testing her intentions. Erin swallowed. Her fingers carefully checked the fawn's leg again, and made the discovery that froze her blood. Fishing line. Deep, tight, cutting through skin. She whispered, horrified, "Someone trapped you." The mother deer stepped closer, so close her breath brushed the air between them. Gasps erupted from behind. "Put it down." "She'll go crazy. Lady, she'll kill you. Move away." But Erin didn't move, because the mother deer wasn't attacking. She was trembling, waiting, watching this human holding her child. Not with rage, but with hope. And in that moment, Erin knew. The mother wasn't here to fight her. She was here to beg her. The fawn whimpered and Erin held it tighter, whispering, "I won't let anything hurt your baby. I promise." The mother deer's ears twitched, her muscles rigid with fear. Then, very slowly, she bowed her head. A gesture so rare, so fragile, so trusting, the entire crowd fell silent. Even the hunter stared, speechless. The forest felt sacred, as if something ancient had just been spoken without words. Erin exhaled shakily. Okay, I'll help your baby." And for the first time, her sleeve lifted, revealing the corner of something metallic beneath her jacket. A badge. But no one had seen the full thing. Not yet. Not the title engraved on it. Not the call sign. Not the reason this mother deer trusted her instantly. That part, that truth, that reveal, was still coming. Because the night was just beginning, and the danger had only started. He clearing had fallen so quiet that even the wind seemed to wait. Erin tightened her hold on the trembling fawn as the mother deer stood only a breath away. Muscles tense, hooves rooted in place, eyes begging for something humans rarely understood. Tyler whispered from behind her, voice shaking, "Ma'am, what are you going to do?" Erin didn't look back. "There's fishing line cutting straight into the bone," she said softly. "If we don't treat it now, this fawn will lose the leg. And then it's life." The mother deer stepped forward, one slow, shaky motion, her breath trembling in the cold air. Someone in the crowd cried out, "She's going to charge." But Erin whispered, "No, she's scared, not angry." She knelt slowly, placing the fawn on her lap. Her hands moved with a calm that didn't match the panic rising around her. Then, finally, she pulled down the collar of her jacket, and the badge glinted. Silver. Worn. Official. Gasps erupted behind her. She's one of them. The elite forest rescue medics. No wonder the deer trusts her. But Erin didn't respond. All her focus went into saving the fragile life shaking in her hands. She pulled out a compact cutter, thin, precise. Her fingers slid beneath the fishing line, digging deep into the fawn's skin. The fawn whimpered. The mother deer stiffened. The crowd held its breath. "It's okay," Erin whispered. "You're safe. Both of you." Slowly, carefully, she worked. Each cut bled. Each knot released, with a soft snap. Each second felt like a battle between hope and time. When the final loop came free, the fawn cried out, a raw, agonized noise that echoed through the trees. Tyler flinched. "Is it dying?" Erin's voice stayed steady. "No. That's the pain leaving the body." She pressed a cloth against the wound, massaging the circulation back into the tiny leg. The fawn sagged against her lap, weak but alive. "Come on, sweetheart. Breathe," she whispered. A long second passed. 2, 3, then a shaky breath, a soft blink, a tiny bleat. The fawn lifted its head. The crowd gasped. Tyler covered his mouth. The mother deer took a trembling step forward, eyes bright with disbelief. Erin gently placed the fawn on the ground. "Go on," she whispered. "She's been waiting for you." The fawn wobbled, its weak legs shaking, then stepped forward. One step, another. Then it pressed itself against its mother's chest. The mother deer lowered her head, nuzzling the fawn with a tenderness that made half the crowd tear up. Tyler wiped his eyes. She saved its life. She really did. A ranger truck pulled up behind the trees. Lights dimmed. An officer stepped out, disbelief written across his face. "Fawn keeper? You weren't even on shift." Erin stood slowly, her breath unsteady. "I heard the cry. That's all it takes." The officer shook his head in awe. "You're the only one who still runs toward them without hesitation." The mother deer looked at Erin one last time, not scared, not mistrusting, but grateful. Then she turned, guiding her baby back into the dark safety of the woods. The entire crowd watched them disappear in total silence. Tyler stepped forward. "You didn't just save that fawn. You made us all realize how blind we are." Erin smiled faintly, exhaustion settling into her features. "Compassion isn't about being a hero," she said. "It's about hearing what everyone else ignored." As the ranger truck drove away, the forest echoed with a soft, fading bleat. The fawn's tiny voice, alive because one woman chose to stop. Later that night, the official report was posted. Rescued, newborn fawn status, stabilized and returned to mother, lead medic, field officer, fawn keeper. The top comment read, "Some people walk paths. She listens to them, and the moral settled deep. Mercy doesn't shout. It whispers. In cries most people never hear, and in the hearts of those who choose not to walk away.